I opened my lake cabin door on a Friday afternoon to find a teenager in mirrored sunglasses holding a Bluetooth speaker and a six-pack of White Claw. "You got to leave," he said. "Mom said I can use this place for my graduation rager. You've had it for long enough." I blinked. "You're serious?" He smirked. "You should have RSVP'd to the HOA party list, dude. Now it's my turn. My mother, Brenda Fitzgerald, runs this whole place." 30 minutes later, his party was broken up by 8 squad cars, 2 K9 units, and 1 boat patrol. Because I wasn't just the cabin's owner. I was Chief Daniel Morrison of the Silver Ridge County Police Department. And Tyler, the entitled son of the HOA president, had just made the biggest mistake of his life. I bought this secluded cabin in Pine Valley Estates 3 years ago as my sanctuary. To my neighbors, I was just Dan, the quiet guy. I managed to stay off Brenda Fitzgerald's radar until Tyler discovered my cabin and decided it was the perfect venue for his senior send-off. Brenda escalated quickly. First, a fake email about a new community cabin rotation policy, then a formal letter claiming my property had been selected for the June Youth Appreciation Weekend. I responded with actual property law. She responded with a threat, "Don't make this harder than it needs to be." That Friday, I arrived to find my gate open, my lock cut, and tiki torches stuck haphazardly around my yard. Tyler and his friends had transformed my living room into a party central, complete with a beer pong table. The kid was even wearing my grandfather's lucky fishing hat. I stepped onto the porch and made the call, "Hey Richardson, it's Morrison. I need full response to my cabin. B&E in progress, underage drinking, and possible theft. Light them up." 20 minutes later, the woods erupted with sirens. Tyler tried to run but ended up drifting into the middle of the lake in my canoe, where Officer Martinez was waiting in the department's boat. Brenda arrived in her white Range Rover, horn blaring, demanding officers move. She shrieked, "What is the meaning of this? This is HOA's sanctioned event." I stepped out from behind a squad car, now in full chief's uniform. Brenda's face went from red to white. But you said you were." "I said I worked for the county," I reminded her. "I just never specified in what capacity. And this is not entrapment. Unlike your son who advertised his break-in on social media." Officer Chon approached with Tyler in handcuffs. Lieutenant Walker added, "Chief, we've got enough beer and hard liquor here for about 100 minors." He was planning to make bank. "That's contributing to the delinquency of minors," I corrected. "And since you knew about it and facilitated it, that makes you an accessory. I'll be filing a civil suit for the damage to my property. That fish was caught by my father in 1987. Tyler was booked, charged with breaking and entering and theft. Brenda was issued citations for enabling trespass and contributing to the delinquency of minors. At the emergency HOA meeting the next day, which I attended in uniform, Robert Jameson, a retired attorney, moved for a discussion of the president's criminal activities. Brenda tried to fight, but the neighbors shared their own stories of her overreach. The vote to remove her was swift and unanimous. But the real blow came from the forensic audit of the books. Brenda had been disguising spa weekends as vision board retreats, and had stolen $47,000 over 3 years. She was hit with embezzlement charges, a Class D felony. At her arraignment, the judge was not impressed. "Mrs. Fitzgerald, you stole $47,000. That's not a misunderstanding. That's a pattern." The trial concluded last month. Brenda Fitzgerald was convicted of embezzlement and sentenced to 3 years in state prison. I saw her one last time at the grocery store. "I hope you're happy," she said bitterly. "You destroyed my life."
No, Brenda. Irraplia.
"You destroyed your life with your choices. I just refused to be one of your victims." She quietly whispered, "My lawyer says I'm looking at 5 years." The entitled HOA president who tried to steal my cabin is now learning about property rights the hard way, from a 6x8 cell.